Shabbat Shalom. We are super happy to share Havdalah with you tonight. We are even happier to share our work with Elana Arian, our artist in residence for this year, who is actually doing a concert after this Havdalah. So please, please, please stick with us to hear her. She's amazing. And yeah, Shabbat Shalom. Ya la la, la la la, ya 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 la la. Ya la la, 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 ya la la. Ozi. V'zimrat yad v'hayili l'shua ozi 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 v'zimrat yad v'hayili l'shua.
La 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 ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen
Ya la ya la 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 ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la ya la 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 ya la ya la 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 ya la la ya la la ya la la ya la la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim yalalai
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la ya la la ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la ya la la ya la la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei meorei ha'esh yalalai.
Lai lai la 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 lai lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai la la lai la 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 lai lai la 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 lai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamadbil bein kodesh lechol hamadbil bein kodesh lechol
Hamavdil bein kodesh lechol, haftoktenu yimchol. Zarenu v'kaspenu yarbechaho, v'chakochavim balayla. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase.
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Habiladi, Bimhera Biyamehu, Yavo Eleinu, Imnashiach ben David, Imnashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Shavua Tov. So welcome to Elana Arian, and I'm so excited that you're joining us this evening for this concert as a continuation of the Lasky retreat and all that that you did the weekend in October with the kids, and we're just so excited that you're here. And that the Lasky family has helped in all these years to make these weekends and these concerts possible. So with no further ado, Elana, welcome, and look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Hi everybody, it's Elana Arian here. I'm so excited to sing with you for a little bit. We're going to begin our concert with words of gratitude, how good it is to be together, from our psalmist, Hine Matov, how good it is to sit together, how good it is to sing together. Even when we are not physically together, we know that we are together. Sing with me. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Sing hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. After me. How good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet to be together on this day. And how good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Sing hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Sing shalom aleichem, shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Again. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. All right. It's great to be with you. I'm singing to you from my dining room in Brooklyn, New York, which is a little ways from where you are. And I'm so grateful for this technology for enabling us to be together in some way. Although, of course, I wish that we were together in person and I could see your faces and hear your voices and get that great energy off of you. I want you to know it's an honor to be with you today. And I'm thrilled to get to spend some time together, telling some stories and singing some songs and hopefully learning something together over the next little while. Under normal times when there's not a pandemic going on, my job is kind of a funny job. I'm a traveling musician and I travel typically from congregation to congregation all across the country and kind of spend short, intense bursts of time with congregations, leading services and teaching and playing concerts like this and really getting to sort of feel how Judaism lives in that community. And I really love that. I love meeting different communities and different people and sort of seeing how everyone's addressing different problems and the solutions that we can come up with together. But this is not the path that I always expected to be on. This is kind of like, sort of like my family business in a way. My dad is a Reform rabbi and worked in education and camp informal camp education and foundation work for many, many years. And my mom is a professor at Hebrew Union College, where rabbis and cantors are trained in the Reform movement. And they were both camp song leaders. And I grew up as a kid at Jewish summer camp, falling asleep with my head on the dining room table during loud, rowdy song sessions. And that sort of in my blood. And so for that very reason, I decided a long time ago that this is not what I was going to be doing. And yet I find myself doing it. And I wonder if some of you have had that experience or know someone who has that experience where it's 20 generations of doctors and that person says, no, the last thing I'll ever do is be a doctor. And you kind of fast forward a few years and there they are. And actually it's something I'm kind of proud of, the way that we're raised, the things that our parents do and our grandparents do, and the atmosphere that we are raised in and the air that we breathe and the music we listen to really does, I think, change who we are and who we can be at the most basic level. Anyway, that's all a way of saying that I didn't expect to be doing this work. And I wanted to share with you that for years, because of my parents, because of their lives and their work, I had the great good fortune of having Debbie Friedman of blessed memory, one of the pioneers of Jewish music really in the world, was a family friend of my parents. And so as a kid, she was kind of just someone that I got to spend time with and got to be friends with. And she became a mentor and a teacher to me. And she used to come hear me play. I was doing secular folk singer stuff for about 10 years after college before I came to this work. And Debbie used to come to these just terrible first gigs in New York in these really bad, sticky floor, dark New York clubs. And she would come and hear me play, and she'd be very polite and kind. And then at the end of the show, she'd say something nice. And then she'd say, so Elana, when are you going to write something that we could use? Like how about writing something for the Jews? And I used to kind of laugh it off and say like, oh, Debbie, that's nice, but no, I'm not doing that. That's what my family does, and I don't do that. And it was kind of an ongoing joke for us for years and years, even right up until she died. Anyway, fast forward many years from then, my oldest daughter, Maya, who's 7.5 now, so it must have been about 7.5 years ago, she was a baby, and I was kind of going through this very unsettling period of being a new parent, not really recognizing myself and not really recognizing my life and sort of not understanding what I was supposed to be doing and feeling very unsettled and unmoored. And I found myself changing her on the changing table and humming a melody that I thought was a song that I had learned from someone else, and I kept singing it. And after a while, it became clear to me as I was singing to her that it was a melody of my own. It wasn't a song that someone else had written. And actually, it wasn't just a melody, but it was a prayer. It was a setting of a prayer. Yehiyu leratzon imre fi. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, God. May the way that I'm feeling be okay. May the things that I'm worrying about be acceptable. May I be okay. May all these new challenges be okay. And that was the first piece of Jewish music that I ever wrote, and it really sort of solidified for me that this was the path that I was meant to be on. And anyway, I like to tell that story at the beginning of a concert just to say that I owe a deep debt of gratitude to Debbie Friedman. I never got to sing this music for her, but I always feel that she really knew something deep, profound about me before I knew it and before I was willing to see it. And so I just like to call her spirit into this moment. This is that first piece of music Jewish music that I wrote, Yehiyu leratzon. And there's a part for you in the middle. I'll let you know when it comes up. Yehiyu leratzon imre fi ve'yon libi lefanecha Adonai etzuri ve'go'ali Adonai etzuri ve'go'ali יהיו רצון ירפי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי וגואלי Adonai Tsuri V'go'ali. Okay, you go after me. Here we go. May the words of my mouth, and the meditations of my heart, yeah. Be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. You ratzon imrefi. והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי וגואלי אדוני צורי וגואלי. Here comes your part again. May the words of my mouth, and the meditations of my heart, be acceptable to you, Adonai. My rock and my redeemer, Yehu ratzon irefi ve'higion libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri Ve'go'ali Adonai Tzuri Ve'go'ali. Thank you. Thanks for singing with me. I wanted to share a piece with you that speaks to me in this moment, speaks to me in a time where we kind of feel separate from each other and we are not able to kind of be physically with all the people that we love. Maybe there's people that we can see but we can't hug them. Maybe there's friends that we can hang out with but we have to keep our masks on, or maybe there's loved ones who we're not able to see for a long time now, and there's a feeling of how much we each can comfort each other and the different ways that we can do that. And sort of, for me, something like giving your friend a hug or giving a family member a hug is such an obvious, natural way to give comfort. And it's been very strange to sort of have that initial impulse taken away. But it's also made me realize the power of these smaller gestures to sort of make us feel connected and to be able to extend comfort to each other, and how much power we each have, especially in this moment where it's kind of unusual and difficult to be able to offer that comfort to each other. So this song is called Nachamu. Nachamu means comfort you. Nachamu, Nachamu Ami, comfort you, my people, says God. This is from the prophet Isaiah, with a wish that we should all feel comforted this day. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle with this world. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle with this world. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem. There's a famous teaching by Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, who's a famous Hasidic teacher. He says, Kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tsar me'od, the whole entire world is a very narrow bridge. V'ha'ikar, and the most important thing, lo lefached klal, is not to be afraid at all. I'm going to say it again. The whole world is a very narrow bridge. And the most important thing is just not to be afraid at all. There's lots of musical settings of this teaching that I love, that I grew up singing, and that I feel really deeply as a part of me. But I've always kind of struggled with this idea, even before all this crazy time that we're in now. I always felt there was plenty to be afraid of. Maybe that's something about being sort of a high-strung New Yorker or a parent of 2 young kids or something. But, you know, I'm afraid for lots of things all the time, for our planet and for our country and for our children and for our future and everything in between there. And so I sort of added a little, I tried to set this text, and I'd love to sing the setting for you of Gesher Tzar Me'od that I wrote. And I sort of added a little thing, which is the whole world is a very narrow bridge. Be afraid. But just don't let the fear be the thing that stops you, right? We can't let the fear be the thing that keeps us from moving forward and pushing through the fear to all of the beauty and value and meaning that's on the other side of that fear. The most important things are on the other side of that. So this is Gesher Tzar Me'od. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side of fear. Ko ha'olam kulo, ko ha'olam kulo, gesher tzar me'od. Ko ha'olam kulo, ko ha'olam kulo, gesher tzar me'od. והעיקר הוא לפחד כלל. והעיקר הוא לפחד כלל. כל העולם כולו, כל העולם כולו, גשר צר מאוד. והעיקר הוא לפחד כלל. והעיקר הוא לפחד כלל. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side of fear. Yeah. Ko ha'olam kulo, ko ha'olam kulo, gesher tzar me'od. A good thing to sort of remind myself of all the time. You know, there's plenty to be afraid of, but we have to kind of keep ourselves, hold ourselves, and hold our loved ones and our community in strength, knowing that we can push through any fear and we can always get to the other side. That's a good reminder for me, for sure. So as a composer of Jewish music, I'm aware that one of the most commonly set pieces of liturgy or prayer or text from our tradition are the words of Oseh Shalom. May the one who makes peace in the heavens make peace here on earth for all of us. And I think a lot of the time about why this is such a foundational text, and there's so many beautiful pieces of music that set this prayer. And I think there's something really kind of beautiful and pure and sort of extremely Jewish about this idea that if we were to just sing this prayer to the heavens enough times with enough spirit and with enough beauty and with enough intention and with enough energy, that maybe we could bring about that peace that we crave. Traditionally, this is a prayer that we say many times throughout the day too. So there's kind of like an image I have in my head of someone sort of listening to the news in the morning as they pour their coffee and saying, "Oh, I guess no peace yet. We should say Oseh Shalom," and then saying Oseh Shalom and going about their day a little bit, and then it's lunchtime and they, reading the news and say, "Oh, I guess maybe we should sing Oseh Shalom again," and on like that forever. So I'd love to share my setting of Oseh Shalom, with a prayer that one day we won't need to keep saying this prayer together. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, יעשה שלום עלינו, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל 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 כל ישראל, ועל כל ועל כל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן, ואמרו amen. We ask for peace on earth, and we say amen. Amen, ve'yimeru amen, ve'yimeru amen, ve'yimeru amen. We raise our voice as one, and we say amen. Sing with me, Oseh Shalom, Oseh Shalom. Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al kol, Ve'al kol, Ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'al kol yoshvi tevel, Ve'al kol, Ve'al kol, Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'yimeru amen, ve'yimeru amen, ve'yimeru amen. We ask for peace on earth and say amen. We ask for peace on earth and we say amen. Ve'yimeru amen, ve'yimeru amen, ve'yimeru amen. We raise our voices one, we raise our voice as one, and we say amen. Amen. May it be so. It's great to sing with you, even from afar, I have to say. I'm always surprised, but it feels great. So thank you for singing with me from where you are, and I'll keep singing with you from where I am, and we'll just keep doing this. I want to share with you a song that I wrote a couple of years ago for participants at the URJ Kutz Camp, which is a wonderful leadership camp that no longer exists, sadly. And it was there last summer, and it was a camp that I grew up at and was very close to my heart, and a camp full of only teenage participants who dedicated themselves to learning all kinds of incredible skills and orientations around activism and advocacy and working with children and adults with special needs and leading song and prayer and reading from the Torah and all kinds of incredible things. And I was just incredibly inspired by these participants and the ways in which they used their strength and their hearts and their voices to make change. And since the time that I wrote the song, I've had this very fun, strange, unusual experience as a songwriter to have the song kind of take on its own life without me. And so I'm very proud to receive videos and audio recordings very often of groups of people from congregations around the country, kids and seniors and adults and everywhere in between, lobbying their congresspeople and singing this song, standing on the Washington Mall and singing this song, standing outside of the White House singing this song, in peaceful demonstrations around the country over the past few months singing this song. And I'm just humbled by the ability to play a little part of that. And I'd love to teach it to you. So the words are, I have a voice. My voice is powerful. If you feel like you want to be like, my voice is powerful and look powerful, you can, but you don't have to. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. So we'll try that together, and then the rest of it is just a call and response, repeat after me kind of thing. So the chorus goes like this. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Try with me. I have a voice, it's powerful. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. It ends like this. Change the world. Okay, repeat after me. I will open my eyes. I will not look away. I will use this gift I've been given every day. Here we go. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. Yeah, sounds good. I will give of myself. I will reach out my hand. I will use this heart I've been given to take a stand. Let's go. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. Here's a little blessing from our morning blessings, and thanks God for making us in God's image, B'Tselem Elohim, with a little spark of what's so holy and divine and unique and incredible in each of us. And one way that we see this is in this gift of our voices, with an opportunity to stand up for what we believe in and to stand up for what's right, and to not let injustice go by, and to lift our voices. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, מלך העולם שעשנו בצלם אלוהים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשנו בצלם אלוהים. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. Change the world. I will fight for the truth. I will fight for the truth. I'll stand up for what's right. I'll stand up. I will use this strength I've been given and be alive. Let's go. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. All right. Thanks for singing with me. I would love to just leave you with one last piece that we can do together. As I've mentioned a few times, I'm a worrier, and sometimes I have trouble sleeping. And even before all this weirdness, that was something that I felt. And now, even more so, I have found that I've been doing a little bit of meditating. It's actually helped me a lot. And I'm not somebody who really ever did that before. And so I'm a natural skeptic. So if you're watching this and you think, that's crazy, that's not for me, that's fair. It's not for me either. But I found this kind of practice that really works for me. That's called loving kindness meditation, or metta is another word for it. And basically the idea is that we can control our thoughts and our energy and sort of turn it in a direction of love and kindness and light, even when we don't feel like it, maybe even especially when we don't feel like it, and we just have to practice. And so in this meditation, you first start by focusing the love and the kindness towards yourself, and there's an understanding that each one of us is worthy of that. And then in the practice that I listen to most often, the teacher has you picture someone who's, a force of good in your life, someone who's kind and makes you happy and like that, and you picture them in your mind, and then you direct those same blessings at them. And actually you normally come up with a series of phrases like, may I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy. So first you do that for yourself, and then at a certain point you picture the person who's been good to you, and you picture them in your mind, and then you direct the same words at them. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy. And then the hardest one comes after that, which is you're supposed to picture someone who's not good to you, someone who's difficult, or who maybe has hurt you or makes you feel bad, someone who you might not feel like blessing. And you picture them, and you feel your heart go a little bit, or your breath gets a little different, and you try and you send the same blessings to them. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy. So in doing this practice, I realized that this formula is very similar to what we're taught is like the oldest blessing in Judaism, Birkat Kohanim, the priestly blessing. Sometimes you hear it in all the most important moments in Judaism. You hear it at a bar bat mitzvah, a baby naming, a bris, a wedding. You hear, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. May God be gracious to you. May God give you peace. It's the same kind of formula. And what's cool about our version of it in Judaism is that there's a part that we all respond. There's a way we all respond where we all participate in these peak moments of blessing. The rabbi or the cantor will say, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, and the congregation says, Ken yehi ratzon. Ken yehi ratzon. May it be so. And then they say, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, and the congregation says, Ken yehi ratzon. May it be so. So in sort of having this meditation mashed around in my mind, and this idea of it being parallel to our priestly benediction, I wrote sort of a meditation of my own that I'd love to end our time together with. And if you're comfortable, I'll invite you to close your eyes. If you're not comfortable, I would invite you to not close your eyes, because the point is to be comfortable. And if you don't close your eyes, that's fine, but you'll see me closing my eyes quite a bit. And it's my wish that this little brief meditation might help us to make ourselves more vessels of light in times of darkness, any time that we need it. We begin with ourselves. We are all in need of love. We are all deserving of wholeness and light and peace. We open up our hearts and we offer ourselves this blessing. May I be safe. May I be free. May I find space to just be. We'll sing this together next time. Listen. Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? May I find my way back home. Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? May I find my way back home. We call to mind someone who is good to us, someone whose voice makes us smile, someone who, when we think of them and imagine them smiling, it makes us smile, even if they're not actually with us and we're just thinking about them. A force of good in your life, someone who makes you feel heard, someone who makes you feel stronger, someone who helps you be more as you are. We open up our hearts and we offer them this blessing. We say, may you be safe, may you be safe, may you be free, may you be free, may you find space, may you find a space to just be. We sing, can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? May you find your way back home. Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? May you find your way back home. And we call to mind someone who is difficult for us, someone who is a challenge, someone who we don't understand. Even though we try and again, we try to understand them, they don't understand us, we don't understand them. Someone who makes us feel small, someone who causes us pain. We open up our hearts and we try to offer them this blessing. May you be safe. May you be safe. May you be free. May you be free. May you find space. May you find a space. Space to just be. Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? May you find your way back home. Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? May you find your way back home. And we call to mind all that is good here, all the love in this community, all the hope in this community, and the good people who gather even in front of screens to sing together with someone they don't even know at all. All the good that we can do together when we say yes, when we show up, when we extend our hand in kindness and gratitude to help each other along. We open up our hearts and we offer ourselves this blessing. May we be safe. May we be free. May we be free. May we find space. May we find a space. Space to just be. Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? May we find our way back home. Can you hear that song? Can you hear that song? May we find our way back home. Thank you all so much for being with me and for singing with me. My name is Elana Arian, and next time in person, may you be safe. Thank you all so much for having me. It's been such a thrill. I want to thank especially the whole Lasky family for your continued generosity over all these years and for making it possible for me to work with the wonderful North Shore Congregation Israel community in all these various ways, despite this very extraordinary set of circumstances this year. And much gratitude to Cantor Goldstein and the whole clergy team, and to all of you for being a part of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well, Elana. What a joy this evening has been. And we appreciate so much your generosity of spirit and working with us to make this experience meaningful despite the distance and despite how we've had to sort of navigate all the changes. So Elana, what is next for how the Lasky retreat will be extended into our community and how the kids will be involved in that?
Well, so I have to say this is one of the hidden benefits of this particular set of circumstances, that normally we would just have the weekend of the retreat. We had wonderful learning together in October with the teens, thinking about Bereshit and music as midrash and all different kinds of ways to bring sort of the arts and Judaism together. And we're going to continue throughout this year to do some work, myself collaborating virtually and remotely with members of Sela and members of the retreat to create a whole body of work of videos of us singing and playing some of my compositions together. And I'm really looking forward to collaborating with the teens on that.
Oh, wow, that is so exciting. We look forward to those videos as a part of our worship experience over these next months. Thank you again so much for your contributions to our community And we look forward to hearing more about your work and your success in the months and years to come. Thank you again,
Thank you.
Elana Arian.